Okay, here we go.
Okay, so you know Cindy,
Yes.
right? And Cindy, this is Leticia.
Hi. Hi.
And so Cindy is going to be videotaping this. And the reason why she's videotaping it is because we are going to review this ourselves together afterwards. So she can give me pointers on things that I could do to change and to be able to get through this better for parents and things like that as my Pyramid Plus coach. And she is getting her certification for to be a Pyramid Plus coach. And so she also has to send in these videotapes then to Robin, who I know that you know
Okay.
from our meetings and things. And so then Robin is going to review the videos to help Cindy know what she could do better in guiding me.
Okay.
And so those are the people who will see it, will be Cindy, myself, and Robin, and those will be the only people
Okay.
who will see it, and that's why it's being videotaped. And because we're videotaping it, and because it's a practice session and stuff, I'm going to ask you to go back out and pretend like you just came in, because I have kind of a certain steps that I have to take in greeting the family and those kinds of things, so we can get that stuff on video.
Okay.
So do you have any questions about any of that?
No.
Okay.
And do you need anything from me? Like any other explanations or?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, so you are going to be the super parent coming in for this interview.
Hello, Leticia. How are you doing?
Hi, getting you?
Good. Thank you so much for coming. I'm going to make sure this door is closed just to make sure you won't be disturbed. You can go ahead and have a seat. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate it. All right, so what I would like to do here, and I've kind of talked with you a little bit about it, but I just want to make sure that you have a really good understanding of what it is that we're going to do. So I have been working on the Pyramid Plus approach and incorporating that in the classroom, and I know that we've kind of talked about that through some of our teacher conferences, and I know that because you're also an employee here, that you know a lot about Pyramid Plus, and have taken the classes and things yourself also. And so my particular goal that I'm working right now is trying to work on building partnerships with families. And so what I want to do is be able to open communication between my parents so I can really learn more about the kids and really learn what's important to parents about their kids' learning and education. And I really want to be able to empower parents so they feel comfortable going to a teacher and telling them what's important to them about their kids. So I'm hoping that this is going to be able to do that for both of us. It'll help you be more comfortable in the future to share that information with teachers, and that I will get to know a lot more about what's important with you at Axel. And so I'm going to be taking notes as we go through, and that's so I can remember everything that's being said, and so I can really use what you're telling me, because I will, by the end of the night I'll forget. And so with my notes I can go back, and then when I'm really planning and thinking about Axel, I can refer to those notes and think, oh, these are the things that I need to do to help life be easier for Axel in the classroom.
Okay.
All right, so are there any other questions that you have about what we're going to be doing or anything?
No.
All right, ready to go and still willing to do the interview with me?
Yeah.
All right, great. Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is just kind of tell me about Axel.
Well, he's one of them kids who are kind of shy, but once he will go, once he's comfortable, he'll be himself. At the beginning, he's more to himself. So once he's more comfortable, he'll start playing with others and going up to the teachers. And he's more dependent on teachers than himself.
All right, do you kind of find that with him at your house? How does that work for you there? Because, he obviously has a comfort level with you. Do you find that he's pretty dependent upon you as a parent?
He is. At home too, he tends to, for anything, he will come up to me. And I'll kind of tell him, and you can tell him what you want, but he wants me to always tell him.
So when you're saying that he wants you to tell him what he wants, is that more that he's coming to you in relation with problems with other kids?
Yeah.
Those kinds of things? Okay. All right, awesome. So what kinds of things do you guys like to do as a family together?
Go to the park and just go out of town, or staying out home and playing outside.
What kinds of, when you take trips out of town, where do you go?
Like this weekend we went to the alligator farm, and other times we'll go fishing or we'll go to the sand dunes.
Fun. So it sounds like you guys like to get out a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Alligator farm, fishing. All right. So this next question, I want you to make sure that you feel like you have time to think about it. So don't feel rushed to give an answer really quick. How do you envision Axel in the future?
Like, and how I want him to be?
Yeah. How do you want Axel to be in the future?
Someone who enjoys going to school and being able to finish his schooling, and after that, go on to college.
Okay. So I'm hearing that it's important for you that he enjoys school, that school is something that's fun for him, and probably that would give him that motivation to really want to finish school and go and do some college.
Yeah, because at home he'll talk about, when I grow up I'll get you this or like that one. But now to tell him, no, to get there you have to go to school and get a job. So it's something that he's like, okay.
So you're already kind of building a little bit of that in kind of the expectation
Yeah.
of this is what's important and stuff. Awesome. That is super good for me to know. So how do you think that I, as a teacher, could help to encourage Axel when he's in my classroom to, let's start first just with the enjoy school. What can I do to help Axel enjoy being here at school?
He likes to read. So
He likes reading?
books. He likes drawing and writing.
So being able to provide those opportunities for him to do that, maybe doing that with him.
And he likes the whole adult, giving him the attention.
Having some of that one-on-one time with the dog and attention from the adult. All right, and is there anything that you would like for me to do now as a teacher to help build that expectation for Axel to finish school or to have college as being part of something that he thinks about as someplace where he's going to go?
I think just encouraging him and showing him that, it is fun going to school.
Kind of like encouraging, I'm thinking like maybe talking positive about it.
Yeah.
Talking positively about college and those kinds of things. All right, wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about some times that might be kind of difficult with Axel. Is there a part of the day that you find is more difficult for you in dealing with Axel, or a time of day that's just more difficult for Axel to get through?
Mornings.
Mornings, and what is it about the mornings that's difficult?
Just getting him up and getting him to school, because how he goes into the other room in the morning, it's harder for him to just have to encourage him. If we get up, we get this, or if we do this, you will have fun, or you get to play with this at school. But what if I tell him today you don't have preschool? Then he's like, he's like, I don't want to go. There's just.
So when you're talking about going into the other room, being in Miss X,
Yeah.
being the other room, okay. And so I'm hearing that some of the strategies you've been using is kind of, is a lot of the positive talk. These are things that you're going to get to do to make it
Yeah.
sound exciting.
Or telling them, if you get up now, we can get you some cereal that you can take with you to Miss X. And then he'll like get up,
Some kind of reward as a positive reinforcement.
yeah.
Something to look forward to. All right. And so in the mornings when you're having that difficult time, have you found anyone either at home or anyone here who's been helping to support you in helping make that a little bit easier for Axel?
I have my sister, my younger sister, who's about 14.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if he sleeps with her, she does who knows what, but she has him up and ready, and he's ready to come to school. But if it's me, it's something different.
Nice.
So-
And what's her name?
Lisbeth.
Lisbeth. I'll have to ask Axel about Lisbeth sometime. Maybe I can learn her tricks through him.
Yeah.
So tell me about Lisbeth. I can pass you the notes under the door. Hey, I know that she's doing this. See what we can do to help you. And is there anything that you would like from me or from Miss Eck that you might think that could help support you during that time in helping get him to school?
Mine with Eck, she's always like, she beats him, so. Like, even though she'll see when he's like not in the mood of coming or if he's grumpy, she's like, okay, and she kind of backs away from him. But then after a while, I'll see him kind of go over to her.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So she kind of has that respect for his space and his
Yeah.
emotions and that. Awesome. Well, I bet that'll help him a lot in feeling comfortable with her too during that time. And are there any other parts of are there any other times that seem difficult for Axel?
his Fridays, and especially if I'm in there with him, it gets really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So there's times I have to like have him like leave or have someone get him for me. So
Just to be able to give him a break from you and you a break
Yeah.
from him.
because it gets hard.
All right, and again, I'm going to ask, are you feeling like you have supports from people with that here?
I get like I have like you, Ivy, Eck, who will like give me the support and like know when I'm
I
getting
know last
to that
Friday
point.
we kind of took it. I actually was kind of wondering during part of that last Friday, I was thinking, I wonder if Letitia's like, oh man, now they're spoiling him, and how is this going to work?
This was
Because
good.
you never really know,
Yeah.
where to go with that. But yeah, I'm glad that you felt that was a support, and that's good to know. So we can jump in and do that, because that is so. They behave so differently with parents than they do with teachers.
Yeah, he
don't
was
they?
telling Ed, I'm like, before he was like, okay, he can go be in the same room with me, but this Friday it was totally opposite, and I'm like, but I'm kind of glad you guys got him his space and I got mine.
Yeah, that was a hard day. I remember having to do that with Tasha when she was young, that she was in my room. And I feel like I was really hard on her, so. So I want to be able to be a support for that. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna make a note that that's okay to be able to help on Fridays by just kind of getting that break. Great for both of you. Wonderful. Okay, so kind of looking back at once we've talked about, you're kind of talking about Axel's shyness, and boy, I could really see that, especially when he started in building a relationship with him. And it was a long time.
Yeah.
It was maybe like a week or two before he was really comfortable with talking to me and saying hi, and then it was a couple weeks after that before he would come to me with a need, so I can see that kind of slow to warm up. And And we've been working on a couple different ways of really helping him to kind of connect with other kids by doing some of that pairing magic friend kind of thing, to help them get used to other kids because they're afraid to approach them. So you kind of force them to be together, and they're like, hey, this is fun. This is a safe person. I can see a lot of the fun things that you guys do together, and it's really nice knowing some of the places that you go, and know that you guys like to go out a lot, because it gives me things that I can ask him about, and I'm excited about asking him about Lisbeth. I don't remember him. I think I've heard him mention her once before, but not a whole lot, so that'll be fun to see. To see what kinds of things that he has to say about Lisbeth and talking about her.
When he's here, he'll usually talk about my brother Mingo
Mm-hmm.
or Leila and Nafi, but
They're much closer in his age. They're probably more like playmates and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, than Lisbeth would be, and I'm seeing that importance of school, and I would just like to ask you if you ever are noticing that he's not enjoying or talking about enjoying being in my class, that we can, if you would let me know, then we can, have that little conversation with each other.
Usually if I ask him, what did you do, Miss Rachel? So he'll go, I did this, and I'm like, so like he knows like whatever, if you guys are doing anything special or whatever you're talking about, they'll usually go home and tell me. Or Ivy will, like, because when Ivy goes over, she'll like ask him, Axel, did you tell your mom what we did today? And then he'll go into this big old conversation, just tell me everything he did.
Well, that helps to have favorite auntie in the room too. But he does really good with her. He doesn't have that kind of mom relationship like he does with you. He does a really good job with her, and kind of treating her as he would another teacher and those kinds of things. So we'll just kind of keep that open to make sure that we're making sure that he's still enjoying school. So